Hello everyone, welcome to Rockstar Gaming. My name is Eric. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newest game from Ivy Studios, newest release game from Ivy Studios, that is Fractured Sky. So we're going to go ahead, take a look at the box, see what is inside, and go from there. So first off, we do have the box art right here. This is probably, if I was ever going to do a top whatever of box art for a game or anything like that, this would probably be pretty up there. It would definitely make a top 10 list. But I do love this box art. Now, the one thing that I don't see on here, because I did order the deluxe edition of the game, I don't see anything on here marking that it's the deluxe edition. I don't know if that was intentional or not. So there's the sides of the box right here, there, with technically the artwork wrapping around still, and the back of the box right here. But yeah, nothing on here that I can tell indicating that it's a deluxe edition. Again, I don't know if that was an intentional move by them, but even on the Kickstarter page where they show retail, deluxe, super deluxe, all the box art looks the exact same. They didn't design like a separate box like with some games they do. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. It says a combination of bluffing, bidding, and deduction. Fractured Sky puts you at the helm of an airship expedition to recover fragments of a magical falling star. Use misdirection, resource management, and objective completion to recover more than any other player before the game ends at 5 rounds. There is our component list right here, a little bit more on the gameplay aspect of it there, and then some different artwork for Scout for Starfalls, construct outposts, fight for islands, and collect the most starfalls right there. So yeah, that is going to be Fractured Sky. It's for 1 to 5 players, 40 to 90 minutes, and apparently to lead an airship expedition, you have to be 14 years or older. I don't make the rules, I just read them poorly. So let's go ahead and get this opened up and take a look, not in a book, but what is in a box right here. So yeah, so this is the first game that I have purchased through for Ivy Studios myself. I didn't catch the first either Kickstarter for Mythic Mischief, so that's on me on that one. But this one definitely caught my eye, and even with the plastic off of it, let's move that plastic away so it doesn't get away from the microphone. You can get a little bit better shot there of the cover artwork right there. So this looks very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what we get. So things are a little shaky in here, but we got a guidebook for Star Seekers right here. So I'm assuming this is the rule book. You know, it says late rules, but this is a, what is this? 32-page book. So there's that. So let's see, we got a little bit, I'm assuming, of lore for the game right here, a table of contents, the components. I don't think I have ever technically seen a rule book with a table of contents before, at least on this channel, but there's that. We got the setup, the player items, going over that right there. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Cards and resources, objective of the game, starting player, player actions, placing an airship, all these things. So this is going to be all of our, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to go through all 32 pages. Ending the game right there, 2-player rules, AI control, setup, all of that stuff for the 1 to 2-player stuff, ending rounds, Starfall Hunters. So there is a glossary, all that stuff. So that is going to be our rulebook. We'll place that over here so I can look at the components list. So these are I think these are for the player trays, the different components to that. So we've got the Morimino right here. So that is some nice artwork there, and that's just what the other side looks like. The Calvari. So there's that right there. And then we've got the Cenote. Very nice, very nice, very whimsical artwork. It's kind of like newer fantasy kind of things. Then we've got the Ashbane right here. And then finally we've got the Paradin. Paradin. The Paradin? I don't know what I was about to say. Paradine. The Paradin, right there. So those are all nice, and they are different colors on the back, so it is color coded still on the back. It's not like it's generic on the back there. So we've got those, and then we've got a little bit of, let's see, not sure exactly what this is supposed to be here. Yeah, these aren't anything specific listed on here. It just looks like possibly artwork or art prints or something like that from for the different groups or factions in the game. So we'll gently place that. We're gonna place that off to the side. So we'll go with that. It's kind of the bigger artwork of what we just saw. So I'm not gonna go ahead and show them all off. It just looks like square artwork showing that. Let's see here. We've got the Starfall tray, which is part of this right here. So this goes on like this. It kind of locks in place, but there is that Starfall tray right there. So I'll place that here. And it should, yeah, it does kind of, I mean, I've got stuff underneath it, but it does kind of lock in there. Doesn't move around too much, but there's that. And then, so this is the deluxe edition, definitively, because I don't think the other editions are missing the actual ships and everything. So we'll go ahead, let's kind of dig in here a little bit, going through the trays. I'll take the trays out real quick, maybe. So there are those trays right there. And there is a, I'm assuming a QR code of be our friend, join the Ivy Discord there, and then buy our game, shop.ivy.studio right here. So there is the Moonrakers game that they have immediately on there. So that's just an advertisement stuff there. Let's go ahead before we get into all of these components, and as you can see, I did get the deluxe edition, not the super deluxe. I have the painted version of these. I didn't necessarily want to get the painted version, so let's go ahead and look at our tokens. So there's a bunch of tokens right here. Looking all nice. Are they double-sided? They are double-sided, but that doesn't look like there's a difference on which side is which. So there's that, and then let's see, not many tokens in the game. Looks like we've got our board here. Not too big of a board. Let's go ahead and put this down. So that is what the board looks like. And the different islands right here. We've got the Frosty Fjord, Peaceful Plains, Wayward Wood, Tapintial Tropics, probably didn't say that, Creepy Cove, Dreadful Desert, Careening Cliffs, Woeful Wetlands, Sinister Spires, and Molten More, something like that. Player turn indicators right down here. So this is a very, very nice looking map. Is it two-sided? It is two-sided. So there is that side. It's the shortened player turns over here, so it's probably for different player counts over there. And I'm assuming some things are different on either side of the map that I can't immediately tell. So we'll just leave it on this side here for right now. And it looks like we have, these are Starfall tokens. These are various cards that we have here. These are the player trays. So we'll take these out. We do have player cubes right here. I'll show those off. Those are the blue ones. They look a little purpley on the screen. This is, yeah, these are the purple ones. But these are the blue ones that to me look a little bit purple. I'm not sure how it's going to come out on the camera once everything is done. But we do have a nice tray right here to put things in, so that is always appreciated. Then we've got the different player boards right here. So the different inserts for the player boards, or player trays, sorry. And then these right here. So I'm assuming then that you would have to take these apart every time you go to clean up the game. So there's that. Let's see. So I'm assuming this goes here like this, and then there's probably instructions in there, but all your cubes go in here. Your, let's see, different things go here that we'll get to here in a minute. And the shield goes right over here. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. We'll probably build one toward the end of this video. And we will take a look at, let's go look at the Starfall tokens first. I know those are very loud, but we'll get them out of this. So I'm assuming that, yes, these are the Starfall tokens. So these are what the Starfall tokens look like in the base game. We'll go ahead and hold that up right there. I don't know if it's getting the detail on there, but these are all, like I said, blue plastic tokens kind of set up like this right here. So these are the tokens that normally would come in the game, but there was an add-on through the Kickstarter for the metal Starfall tokens. So I assumed these were going to be one separate color, but apparently they are this cool coloration right here. But these are metal, as you can see how shiny they are, and they do stand up next to, and they are the roughly the exact same size as the ones that come with the game. So I'll put those up together so you can kind of see a little bit of difference in those. So like I said, you do get, they were an extra add-on for the metal tokens that I went ahead and got. Not sure if those were Kickstarter exclusive. I haven't actually realizing it. Haven't been to the Ivy Studios webpage to look, and I wish this was a sealable bag. But anyway, that is your Starfall tokens right there. Next up, we will take a look at some of the cards in the game. So let's see, we've got 20 Starfall cards and 36 objective cards with 10 reference cards. So if I can figure out how to open up this pack, we will take a look at some of those. All right, so I got that open right there. So let's take a look at some of these cards. Now, according to the backs of these cards, this doesn't tell me which cards they are necessarily. Let's see. We got our objectives. So the first thing we're going to have is our objective cards right here. Have the fewest market buildings. So that's an example of one of those objective cards right there. And then that is the back of the card there. So we're supposed to have 36 of those. I think they're probably going to be also, yep, they're in this pack right here as well. And then the next kind of card looks like we have is going to be the Starfall cards. So there's an example of a Starfall card right there. So again, not necessarily going to go through all of them. They all have, let's see, one that's a little bit brighter. They all have a example of one of the islands on there, and looks like some resources on the bottom. So there's that. So I'll go ahead and put those right here as well. And then let's see, what are the next ones? Again, not 100% sure which ones these are because they don't say in the book which ones is which. And I'm wrong, it does actually say it is toward the back of the book. These are examples of like the AI action cards. So there are those right there. That's an example of an AI action card. And let's see, is this part of that too? Yes, these are the other version of the AI action cards. And again, looking at the back on there, I like this cool, like almost tribal artwork on all these different cards. It looks, I like it a lot. So let's see, market cards, resource round, refresh cards. So those are the market cards, reference cards for the solo mode. So there is that. So these are mostly the solo cards. So we'll go to this deck right here and see what is in this one. All right, and take this plastic here off. I'm just throwing it into one of the trays for off to the side. I have to take this plastic off again. Anyway, so there is that. These are the rest of the objective cards right here. So again, example of an objective card that we've already kind of seen. So there's that one. We'll put that with these. And then these are the other 20 Starfall cards right here. These are the blue-backed Starfall cards. As you can see, there are the red ones. And then we've got these orange ones here, which are the objectives. Then the rest of what we have is going to be the various reference cards. So there's a reference card right there, and then the other side of it right here, what to do with Market, Fortress, and Skimmer. And then we've got battle rewards and things to do on your turn right there. So that is going to be all of those cards, and I don't know what these cards are supposed to be. They are fancier cards, though, because they are a little shiny. I don't know if it's coming out on there. Most of that shine is not from the card pack. Let me open up this pack. These cards, from me reading, are the lenticular. That's a word I've probably read many times and never actually said out loud, so I actually don't know how it's said. But these are the Starfall cards that are exclusive to the Kickstarter. These are actually a lot thicker. I don't know if you can get that on there than a regular card, but there are 20 of them. So like, let's see, can we find this card? Yeah, so let's grab this one because it's there. I don't know if you can see the difference between the two, but you see how that one is shiny and this one is not. So, and also this one has the noise that you can make with it depending on how you hit it there. But yeah, and it also, I don't know if it, again, showing up on there or not. Yeah, it is. You can see like the image kind of moving around. Oh, there we go. Let's go that way. There we go. That's what it was. So, sorry for my light getting in the way there. Let's do, yeah, there. Oh, let's go this way. Yeah, see how it's moving around? So yeah, that is pretty cool that they got those as a Kickstarter exclusive on there. So very nice indeed. So all right, what else do we have here? We've looked at the tokens, we looked at the tray, looked at that, and let's go ahead then and check out our ships and other things. So let's look here. I do find it funny that they taped it. They taped the dang thing. Tape in a board game. That is my biggest pet peeve. Alright. So we've got different buildings right here. So let's see. These look like they're the market buildings. We'll hold up the green one here. So that is an example of a market building right there. And again, bringing out our tray here, market buildings of your color would go right there. And then what else we have here? We've got fortresses. So this is an example, looks like, of a fortress mini right here. And then I'm assuming on our tray that would go right here. And let's see, that is all that's in this tray right here. So we'll move that off to the side. We'll go into this tray. And we have, let's see, looks like our skimmers. And all these skimmers are the exact same. All these different things, they're the exact same model, it looks like. It just, they're painted differently if you bought the painted version. So let's go ahead and put that one back there. But this is an example, looks like, of the skimmer model right here. And that skimmer goes in E, so those are going to be right here. And let's see, F has the air ships. Yep, so these are going to be different. So we'll take a look at all the different ones. So these are the red airships. And then these go right here, looks like. This is the blue one right here. And they all are floated. The bases are all like clouds, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, we've got yellow right here. And then we've got green right there. And finally, purple out right there. So I don't know which one is going to be like my favorite color on here, my favorite one. Then we also do have the chips, which are, I believe are magnetic. They are. So there's an example of these chips right here. So there's that. And then they do have it to where they do magnetize so that you can hide your number or whatever that you're doing when you're playing the actual game right there. So I do like the fact that this is, I don't have to worry about this falling apart. So there is that right there. Airships go here. And then let's see, all through H is our power chips, which are these right here that they go into. I think when they go in like this. Yep, so that's how they go. These are, yep. So those power chips go in like that. Anything else go in this tray? The cubes. The cubes are what go in the tray over here. So I'm not going to necessarily put that on there. But yeah, that is going to be, I don't see where I goes. They mentioned reference cards on here, but I don't see anything on there. But yeah, that is going to be the trays themselves. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I like the way this whole game is designed. I cannot wait to try the game itself out and start hunting for the Starfalls. So one more thing I did neglect to mention that I did get for this was the neoprene mat. I'm sure you guys were all wondering, hey Eric, I saw this on Kickstarter. I know that there was a mat for it. Why didn't you get it? And the answer is I did. So there is that. This should be a double-sided mat. Again, we've got our regular mat right here, and then we've got our neoprene mat right there. I feel like looking at this, like as much as I like how this is designed in that certain areas here are, you can kind of tell when I do this, do have a little bit of shine to them and everything like that. This just makes the color pop out a lot more, I feel like. So again, anytime I can get my hands on a neoprene mat, I am going to take it. So there is that right there. So with all of that now said, with everything that I got shown, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to know when we're going to be putting out more unboxings and more gameplays and all that other stuff. And with all that said, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.